All right, pitter patter, let's get at her. Why am I making this video? Well, it's nothing rocket science, but we're woodworkers at the end of the day. I think sometimes our machine vendors forget that. We're not mechanics. So I haven't seen a video online for this. There's 4 gearboxes on this machine. This is the first one. All you're gonna need is your wrench. I got a 5-quart bucket to catch the bad oil or old oil, and then a funnel on the top to refill. Again, I'm not a mechanic, but I know I was told to take this off to help it flow better. Take the cap off and put your wrench on and drain it. All right, I needed 2 hands, so I stopped. We got the bolt loose. Woo! Again, I'm not a mechanic, so I do know we got to check for, make sure you don't see any metal in there, which I don't so far. That's good. We're gonna go to the controller after, but this is on your computer maintenance schedule. I believe it's every 2,000 hours. So we will let this drain. Nothing crazy. I see slowing down here. Do not lose this bolt. I'm sure it's something that you can never find in America, and they'll have to fly it in from Germany, and then you'll be sitting here wondering when it's going to come in for who knows. All right, it's drained. Didn't take too long. Didn't see any metal in there, thank God. Bolt looks good. All right, don't over crank it. That's good. Now we just gotta get some fresh oil. Put this small little funnel there. Top it off. One thing I don't understand, maybe the mechanics out there can help me, is it says not to fill past the little red dot on the sight glass, but it doesn't drain out fully, the sight glass, that is. So it's kind of, for someone that doesn't do this a lot, it's kind of tricky to know when to stop, I guess. But I've done it once before, and it ran for like 2 years, and I don't see metal in there. So I'm going to call that a win. All right, got the new gear oil here. Oh boy. Wow, that is a lot cleaner than the other stuff from a non-mechanic's eyes. Wow. It was due based on color, but I don't know what that means. Funnel does a good job. Funnel. Pulls tight, nothing's leaking. I'll finish this up, and I'll let you know when we're done, Zo. All right, we got it filled up. It is about a quart. Don't quote me on that. Again, not a mechanic. I don't work for Weinig. About a quart. Cap it up. You're good to go. We'll do the other 3. But we'll head over to the computer, and I'll show you where this prompt is so you know when it's time to change the gear oil. All right, here it is. Gearbox. Every 2,000 hours. We're 38 hours past. Shame. Okay? Tells you what to do. Tells you what type of oil or equivalent you need. And that is where it's at. So, you can't say you didn't know. It's right here. It's right here. All right, as I move on to the next one other thing I just want to say for us woodworking folk that might not be gearheads is I'm doing this on our day off. So it's good to turn the machine on, let it run for 10, 15 minutes just to get that oil heated up. If you don't do that, what can happen is where's my bucket? What can happen is the oil will be cold and then it drains slow, or it gets really clumpy. So just a little tip. Hope that helps. One thing I want to add, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but leave it to my German heritage here to design something that's built like this. The drain plug is directly over a motor, so you got to be real careful. I'm going to put this rag down and pray to God I don't spill everywhere, and especially right into the motor fan. So that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to film it, so if I say words I shouldn't be saying on YouTube when it spills everywhere, it's not going to be caught on camera. All right, tip number 2. Jeez, almost tripped here. Take your bucket when it's empty. Make sure it's actually going to fit. Again, number 3 here. You got to pull. Okay, then just make sure you actually can get it out of there without spilling it everywhere. I recommend obviously dumping your bucket every time, and yeah, dump your bucket into the bigger bucket I got on the other side here. Other thing too, it is nice having the like a bucket. Pick this up at any hardware store that has the quarts on there, so you can make sure that it's not overfilled or underfilled. Keep an eye on what was in there and what you need to put in. All right. Last thing to do, I ran it for 15 minutes just to let the oil get to a higher temp and check for leaks. There's no leaks. Air was turned back on. Go into here, service. You have completed your service. So there you go. And we will see you again in 2,000 hours. I hope that helps anyone. We'll see you on the next one.